Today I'm going to be reviewing the First Tactical Duty Gloves. Now these are the medium duty gloves. They also come in the lightweight duty glove, and of course as this one is the medium duty glove, then they have the medium padded knuckle glove, and then they have the hard knuckle glove. The hard knuckle glove is only it's only in men's sizes, and women have their own sizes, but it's only the lightweight, the medium duty, and the medium padded knuckle. So we'll get into sizing here and why the genders are separated, but in particular, let's go ahead and start with the design of this glove and what you're really getting into and how it works. So as you can see, this is a small and this is a medium, and I'll get into why in the sizing and why this is important. So as you can see, it has about 3 different materials that are used in this glove as far as the glove itself, and then of course you have the way they secure the glove with Velcro right here, which I'll get into a little bit later, and of course the stretchiness right here. So with this glove you have almost a neoprene material right here, and if you look here, it is actually stitched together and separated in the different stretch points. So it is a bit stretchy. It stretches with your hand, but it's stretched out in the important points. And for the palm here, as you'll notice, only 3 fingers actually are wrapped around it. It only goes over the sides, and that's for a very specific reason. They did a lot of research in this. And then you see around the sides, you have a spandex-like material. And on the trigger finger, you have a breathable area right here, which is basically an extension, and it's very thin. It's not thin enough to actually cause durability issues or complications, but the reason why it's thinner up here is so that you can use, say, your phone or anything that has a touch screen, tough books and stuff like that. This is very much catered towards law enforcement applications. It is a duty glove, as it would state if you go on their website. Now, as you can see, everything is stitched together, and they did this for a very specific reason. They didn't really need to add on any layers. This area is added on, but it's about as thin as the palm here. And what they found is that this goatskin material, it can be very thin, but it's very durable. It's not going to crack. It's not going to really wear that much. And when I was at SHOT Show, I got the opportunity to try these out, and I was really enthusiastic about getting my own pair when I got back. And sure enough, I bought my own pair, and these are about $30 pretty much, as long as no matter what you get, except for the hard knuckles. The hard knuckles just $10 more. But as you can see, everything is separated to the independent stress points, and they did a lot of research in this. And this is a pretty cool glove. I would basically equate it to being like nitrile surgical gloves or whatever, where they feel pretty tight. They don't slip out of the hand at all. They fit really well, and they just stay on very well. And that goes for the Velcro as well. So getting these on can be kind of challenging, but once you get them on, they pretty much want to stay on. They don't want to slip off. It feels like a part of you. And it's very easy to do anything from typing on a keyboard to using a phone or whatever. And the grip that this goatskin allows you to get on everything, even when wet, is just amazing. It's really the best duty glove that I've ever seen. And it may not be the most durable, as in, reinforcing points and stuff like that. That's why you go up. But the medium duty glove is a very good one for everyday usage. And then of course you have the lightweight duty glove. But as far as shooting gloves go and everyday gloves, these are really good. Very good general purpose gloves, but especially very good shooting gloves, which is what I was looking for. So as I was saying, you have a reinforcement point here. It's not necessarily added on to anything except for this area right here. So with that, you notice that everything's pieced together. That's just the way it was designed. And they found an interesting, when they were doing their research, they found an interesting set of information about where there's certain stress points in duty gloves. So therein they found a way to reinforce them or stitch them together instead of adding on certain layers and adding on seams and overlapping layers that cover the seams like some other gloves do. So therein they found out it's the materials and the way that you connect them and piece them together that gives them strength, not necessarily adding on layers. Now, when we talk about sizing, the very interesting thing about First Tactical is they spent a lot of time investigating how a person fits into a glove, and they did a lot of searching and surveying. They did a lot of hand measurements between men and women. They found a correlation and a difference between men and women. They found that it's not necessarily based off of your hand size, your palm width. It is actually based off your height. Your hand is very much the ratio of your size and hand size is very close. There is very little deviation. Pretty much like for me being about 5'8", I fit into the larger side of the smalls. And as you can see, it fits me very well. When I first got these gloves, I assumed I was just medium because I didn't understand the sizing necessarily. And I actually had a little bit of extra room left over. I'll go ahead and show you here. So I have them on. It's not a very tight fit, really, and it does come down a bit, but you can see the difference here, how I have to slide the mediums down a little bit more. They're a little bit longer because this is for anybody about 5'9", 5'10", and up to a certain other point. Then they have extra large and extra large, and then they have large and extra large or something. I believe they also have extra large. So from there, I found that I fit into the smalls, and there is enough of a difference to where you want to be very specific about your sizing. And when you order these gloves, they're pretty much only available online. You need to go with their sizing chart. They do it by your height, which makes it very easy. And they've done a lot of research in this. And they also, with this research, they also found the difference between men and women as far as which fingers are typically longer than the other. And it's very interesting to find out that they found that women are actually sort of reversed in this, and their index fingers are a little longer than their ring fingers and stuff like that, and they found that kind of a difference. And so they were basically, with this, able to get gloves that almost feel like custom gloves for the different sizes and the genders. So I think that's very interesting, and I really like these gloves. They're a great price, and I really can't recommend them highly enough. I've used this glove a lot, and I really did put it through the paces, but if you look at it, it really has not worn very much at all. And I'm really impressed with the durability. And for $30, I have yet to find a duty glove that is really this durable, but yet gives you the dexterity that you need without sacrificing your ability to grab onto big chunky firearms as if you had a bare hand. And that's where I fell in love with these gloves. So if you wish to purchase these gloves, I would go on firsttactical.com. And I also wrote an article, and it's extensive article going into more detail on spotterup.com, and I'll put those links below. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and you guys have a good one.